What it do, baby? It's your boy DJ Fringer coming to y'all hardcore on a rainy thunderstorm Monday, hot, warm. So first thing, like I always do, first thing I want to do is give honor to God. You know what I'm saying, for giving me this blessing and this platform and this voice and all the resources that He given me. You know what I'm saying. I always want to be thankful for that. You know what I'm saying. I can't do any of this without Him. Also, I want to thank that brother JoJo this morning. Hey, baby, we another year and some months now. Going on. We still growing, baby. So, what's up, Lady J?
Good morning to everyone. How are you doing?
And also, we got guests in the house today. You want to introduce yourself today, brother?
Stephen Step Allman, South Memphis native, class of 1987, Booker T. Washington High School, born and raised Memphis, Tennessee.
That's what's up. That's my boy Step, man. Go way back from South Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He always take care of me whenever I call him or whenever I'm watching him or something like that. He always got something positive, some kind of stuff going on. He always dealing with the kids. He deal with his own kids. You know what I'm saying? He a good father, a good role model. You know what I'm saying? So when I was looking at my guests and who to invite and stuff, I've been wanting to invite him for the longest. It's just catching up with his schedule. So I finally got it. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey, man, you got to come on my show. You got to come on my show. I said, because he always talking about something. He always doing something. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a plus for us. You know what I'm saying? Especially in these days and times when we got men not stepping up to the plate. Not being real men. You know, they sitting down, they complain, and they passive. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I can say this brother's not that. You know what I'm saying? He always step up. He always doing something. And I love that. You know, he give me inspiration. You know, I'll be like, "Ooh, man, that brother's doing something. I gotta get with him." You know what I'm saying? He always about that money though.
Cause when you see somebody doing something positive, you don't mind stepping in and helping.
Especially if he's an entrepreneur. And about that business. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he's not one of those brothers that hold it. You know what I'm saying? Don't share it. Don't try to, you know, get with the other brothers and sisters. He always sharing the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help push you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro, you gotta do this and this. We gotta get back. Remember we were doing tailgate.
Yes, sir. The last one was like what, 2011 or 12?
Man, we gotta pick that back up.
You know what? One of the conflicts was I started working at night.
Yeah.
And I hadn't been to a BTW game or nothing significant with the school as far as the sporting events since I started working at night. And I started working at night around about 2011.
Cause we were going to basketball games and everything. He'll call me, I'll call him. He'll be like, "You want to the game?" I'll be like, "Yeah."
We gonna set up.
Yeah, we gonna set up.
Bring his DJ equipment. We gonna get some hot dogs for the kids. We gonna get tents. We just gonna do something positive, right? Let them know we support them.
And we got to still, cause our school is hurting for the alumni. You know, they don't tear all the projects down. It ain't no kids in the area no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They need us. You know what I'm saying? Melrose is strong. Yeah. And they won't let their school fall by the wayside. So it's brothers and sisters like us really need to step up to that school. Because I was getting complaints on teachers and stuff that would go over there and try to teach. They'd be like, they wouldn't know that I came from BTW, but they would talk bad about, like, man, them kids over there, they don't want to learn nothing.
Well, see, that's the first conflict right there, right? You brought up Melrose. See, a lot of people don't know Melrose is one of the oldest black communities in the world, not just Memphis, in the world, and it's still established. It's a root of poverty there, but it's still old, significant, and it's black, right? So that's one of the reasons why Melrose alumni is so strong in the other communities, especially like Hamilton. These schools, right, pride themselves on a lot of things that we probably didn't have, right? All of us, you know, Booker T. Washington, you know, you went to Booker T. Washington. I used to always say you cannot leave the school north, south, east, or west without running into a major project, right?
Right.
So the poverty within itself kind of like stifled us. It kind of like put us way behind. Just being poor, just growing up, like I'm talking about a real poor, right? But we didn't know because we was young.
We didn't know.
We just having fun growing up, right? We just enjoying life. We ain't thinking about poverty. We don't care nothing about that. We going to school doing what we do, having fun. But mom and dad, or dad or whoever the parent was, they just didn't have it.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, you know, that bred a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of uneducation, lack of education, and anything, you know, crime ridden in the community. There's stunched in poverty is probably crime ridden, drugs, you know, and you know, this just where we came from. But what you do and what I've tried to do is try to bring some attention to it so we can help and be effective in some kind of way. So that's, you know, that's what that's our calling, right, in life.
Yep. A lot of brothers don't see that though. No. They like I said, they passive. They sit down. They don't wanna stand and lock arms with us no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got beef with us, or they don't like us, you dated my sister, my cousin, or something like that, and I don't like you no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just something crazy, and that's childish thing.
Yeah. Right.
Instead of being men and say, hey, we got a serious problem.
Right.
And we really need to fix it as our young folks. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't, we ain't gonna have no place.
Right.
I
mean, anytime you take, what was our role models growing up in the community? We had pimps, we had drug dealers, we had players, we had that. Those were the guys that we saw, right? That we wanted to emulate because we didn't have doctors, lawyers, you know what I'm saying? CEOs, we didn't have it, right? So as a young person growing up in a city, all of us are products of our environment, of our communities, right? That's just who we are. Everybody, right? And when you born and bred in situations like that, if you don't learn a new trick, or you don't have exposure outside of your community, right? Or you don't have people to come and say, come on with me. Right. I'm finna show you something different. I'm finna show you something that's going on outside of what's going on in the hood. We never get it, right? So we repeat the cycle. Yep. And that's what's going on.
That's what's going on now.
Yep. And you even know me. We at that tailgate. And them little boys or girl walk up and they looking at them turntables.
Right.
What I'm gonna do? Put your hands on these turntables.
Show them, teach them.
I'm finna show them right then. They might get scared. They be like, oh no. Right. Oh yeah, you finna learn today.
Teach them.
And a lot of us don't have patience. We don't have patience anymore with the younger kids. Right. And we want to rush them off or all go over there. You know, let somebody else teach you something. You know. Yeah.
And you see, I had my grandson here the weekend.
Yeah.
He was here doing editing. You know what I'm saying? He's 10 years old. Today is his birthday. So happy birthday, Elijah. He's 11 years old today.
Happy birthday, Elijah.
Happy birthday.
Very smart and intelligent. Gonna be somebody, you know, because he's gonna be real tall, but he ain't gonna want to play basketball. He gonna be a 6'9" doctor, scientist, or something like that, chemistry or something like that. Somewhere he got to use his brain. He ain't that physical kind of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody ain't for basketball.
Running up and down that court.
Football.
Nah, that ain't. He gonna run about 3-4 times. He gonna be like, "Hey, Papa,
that's not.
Where my laptop at?" You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we got to do more with the communities. I was telling Steph when he came in, I got a project that I'm getting ready to lead with the community centers with the talent shows. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of these kids got talent.
Yeah. A lot.
And it's not being seen or not shown because the schools don't do talent shows and stuff like that no more. They barely got the funds for the teacher to be there.
Yeah, you're right.
So her last thought is having some kind of talent show or some curricular activities for these kids, and the schools really ain't pushing it either. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of these newcomers forgot about the old school way. You know what I'm saying? On teaching these kids, getting them involved, just making them feel worth something. Instead of you just in there getting a paycheck, you checking your phone, your email, your texts all day.
Yep.
Can't wait to get off. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these kids, they're a sponge. You got a little young girl, ain't nobody giving her no love, showing her, telling her she worth something, and then she see a teacher look like she could really help her, but she ain't got time.
She ain't got time for it.
Because I hear some students say when they get grown, they had like a certain teacher that really showed them some love and put them on the right path to where they're at now. Miss Davis was that for me. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Dorsey Patterson was like lean on me. Many times I could have dropped out of school, stopped going on my man. I was scared that man was going to come to my house with a bat. No, assistant principals. No, when they first got there, man, they run through the hall whooping folks.
Yeah. Kept a scrap or a paddle or a big
Man,
stick.
let that teacher ring that little bell on the wall and say you up in the classroom tripping.
Yeah.
You finna see 3 assistant principals show up and it's like, come here, son.
Yeah.
you can't do that now.
Oh yeah, the assistant principal got to worry about him coming back shooting up the school and all that stuff.
You can't put your hands on them now.
But you know something? There's still a respect thing, and we have to gain it back. Just like Biden got to get this country back straight, we as men and women with these kids, we got to start all over and get them back on track. They listening, they watching. It's what are we doing? We ain't doing it. It's our fault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We so back sitting on checking our phones. We watching these little series, TV shows, and stuff like reality shows. We get more involved in them reality shows than we do with our own kids. We get to work. Girl, did you see the show last night? You know your kid got an F on the report card too, though, don't you? You know what I'm saying? So let's make. What's up, everybody? What's up, Michelle? Michelle coming in as a guest. We got her on the schedule.
That's my sister right there.
Yeah, I called Michelle for a while. I told you.
Heart this big.
Yeah.
Man, heart big is her body. Heart is huge. One of the best women you ever want to meet.
Every time you see somebody having a function or something, she got to be the one singing, ain't it?
Yes.
Every time I be like, man, do you get tired of singing? But what's up, D? JD? What's up, Sugar Ray? Thank you, Sugar Ray. Appreciate that, brother, man. You always give me that encouragement, man. On the topic, I did community business for 20 years, but I'm going to burn out. Yeah. But like I said, we all South Memphis, man. You can be North Memphis, Whitehaven, Westwood, wherever you at.
Yep.
We need to improve our city.
Yeah.
Why do we have to go to like Atlanta and other Florida and California to relax and have some fun? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beale Street started the partying on the street strip. Next thing I know it, down on the line. I mean, on Bourbon Street now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People once a year, everybody, why you can't come to Memphis?
Yeah.
Why we got all these celebrities and superstars have to get up and go somewhere else to be seen? Shouldn't be that. We got too much talent. We got all the best athletes. We got all the best actors. You know what I'm saying? And they have to go somewhere else to be seen because Memphis we won't sponsor each other. We won't back each other. We won't help each other. We'll talk about each other. And we got to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Memphis is a pretty city. A beautiful city.
Got a lot going for itself.
80% black. One of the black cities. But we fight amongst each other. We cuss and we do so much stuff amongst ourselves that we don't help each other. Matter of fact, we'll say we're going to help each other. We get in the boat. We got boat full, right, Step?
Yep.
That person sitting in the back seat, knowing we rolling, we're probably doing 85 miles per hour. They got the goddamn anchor dragging the water.
Yeah, that's typical. That's common because that's where that old saying come from, that crab in a bucket syndrome.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Right. Don't nobody want to see each other get up. Somebody gonna be trying to pull you
back down.
But those are just elements of some of the things that we learned, from these other folk.
Yeah,
right. A lot they want to put it on us. Now we the issue with the problem, but we came to America and got it from you, right?
Yeah.
We was in Africa doing what we do.
Put us over in the cold weather.
Right. So anytime you see, and this is what I try to talk to a lot of people about, especially when they try to throw young people under the bus. It's, if they into crime or gangs or whatever, you can't throw young people under the bus.
No, you can't.
Right? Because they learned it and get and retrieve those elements, those factors from somewhere. Right? Right? It came, and see, once you roll back the layers, once you pull back the layers, okay, why this kid doing this particular thing? Okay, the first thing you say, okay, his mom or his dad probably was doing this and that and the other. Okay, let's roll back that layer. What's up under that layer? Okay, that grandma. Okay, let's roll back that layer. Okay, slavery. Okay, what happened in slavery? Once slavery ended, we ended up being in this situation called a Jim Crow era, right? All this was suppression. Right, all this was racist, right? So people, what black folk ended up being in a situation, in a predicament, we came directly from slavery, directly into this Jim Crow era, and then directly into poverty.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. While everybody else, all the other folk, white folk, was getting, You know, y'all heard the thing about this 40 acre and a mule?
Yeah.
Everybody else got there except black folk.
Yep.
Everybody got free land.
Yep.
Right? During the construction era. Everybody got items and land and was given opportunities to succeed and flourish, except black folk. They stuck us in what we call right now projects for low income and no income people. They stuck us in there, right? And ordered us to fend for ourselves. While they took care of everybody else now. Mind you now.
And you can't have a man there either.
Right. Then they put restrictions on you.
And then they put liquor stores on every corner.
Right. You got liquor stores here, there, everywhere. Right. But you got but we stuck in we poured number one, which is in my opinion is a crime. Right? Especially when you giving everybody else opportunities to succeed and you ain't giving them black folk, right?
Right.
So we poured number one. So when you stick a group of people that's been stripped of the essentials that everybody else have. It's been given by the government now.
Yeah.
You've been given. They gave white folk these opportunities, right, to succeed, right? We still waiting on our 40 acres of mule right now. They gave them to everybody else, right? So they stuck us in the projects. We call them the hood, the ghetto, the projects, right? Same thing, but they was established for people who initially they weren't established for us. They was established for poor people who financially was unequipped, which was white folk. But we overtook them because white people ended up being in a position where they can succeed, right? Except for the ones that didn't want to, right? And you know, in this world, you know, you can do anything you want to, you know. But the conflict is that if you got one person, right, a black person, right, that's starting, let's say for instance we running a 100-yard dash, right, and you already a white person, you already got 20, 40 meters. 40 yards of the 100 yards already knocked down, while the black person got to start from the 100, right? Yeah. So in other words, a white person can start at 40, 50 yards. Of course he's going to beat you to 100 yards, right? But the thing that's going on that's so significant right now is that you still got black people that's succeeding, right? Yeah. What our problem is, and some people call it the Willie Lynch syndrome or whatever, it don't matter. It's some kind of syndrome, right? And where it came from, the root of it is that we do not help or do for each other, right? We do not support each other. We don't gird each other, right? It's all once we get out of the, twos and fews, right? We gone, right?
Right.
And we don't pour back into the community. How many times you see black folk that graduate from Booker T. Washington go into their community and pour into their community? There's a lot of wealthy, established people. They come from their community.
Right.
Yeah. I know some people grew up, I ain't gonna call them, grew up on the street that I grew up on. One of the wealthiest men in the city, right? I didn't even know he come from right off of my name, right in the, I know he went to Booker T. Washington, right? So we got to, we just got to find ways to pour back off into it. And then we can't think like we doing the community and doing the school of faith. We ain't doing the school of faith. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
It's your obligation.
Right? That's your obligation, right?
But
it's heavy, bro.
I'm saying. Me and you.
Get me started, bro.
Why you think I asked you to come on here? Because I know what you represent, what you stand for. You know what I'm saying? They hear me all day long, whining and crying about it.
Right.
Because I wear my feelings on my sleeve.
Right.
And I can't understand how once some people do something or they say something, and I be saying, you counter is the problem too. You talking about them, but you ain't helping them.
Right.
So you kind of the problem too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you walk up in a conversation and they bad mouthing somebody that really can't help themselves.
Right.
And they could help them, but they just talking about it.
Especially young people, because young people do what young people do.
Right. They do.
The first thing I ask when I hear somebody dogging a young person, the first thing I ask, what you was doing when you was 15, 16, 17?
Right.
Being mischievous?
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Right? You probably try to look at their situation and try to judge. No, I wasn't doing it. Oh yeah, you was. Yeah. You was doing something illegal or something wrong. Or something mischievous, right?
Yes,
because that's what young people do, right? We get into stuff. We specialize in it, right? When you young, am I right or wrong?
You're right.
We specialize in it, so it's no need to dog a young person because they need the opportunity to grow. They need help, assistance, exposure, education, guidance, mentors, right?
That's what we need more.
Now, what do we do when we get to those kids that it's just a struggle trying to help them? They keep biting you. What do you do?
the same thing you would do with your with a child of yours or a young person in your community. That if your child keep telling you or keep being rebellious, you ain't gonna give up on him. No. You're gonna keep pushing. You're gonna keep pushing, right? You're gonna keep trying to help him, and one day you're gonna say, "Dad, I got it. I finally got it."
Baby girl called me yesterday.
Yep.
Prime example. You know what I'm saying?
Girl called me yesterday.
And then some of the verses in the scripture, which I don't quote scripture a lot, right? You know, even Jesus, right? How many times you supposed to keep helping somebody? They ask 70 times 7, right? Yep. In other words, you just keep helping. You just keep giving. You keep pouring off into people, right? Yeah. Because, like, I got my oldest son, right? I thought, like, I was just, like, had it all figured out when it came to fatherhood, right? Yeah. When I couldn't reach my oldest son, I had to regroup up here. Because I thought, like, bruh, I thought you had, but it wasn't about me, it was about him and what he was in tune to, right? Yeah. So we got so many factors. When kids grow up, especially in the inner city, when they grow up and they see all this lavishness and all this flash and all this money and people glorifying, the streets or whatnot, right? And then they tell you got to get this education and you got to go to school 4 to 8 years after that, right, to be able to afford these things, and they know they can stand on a corner, for a couple of nights, and retrieve, $1,000 or whatnot. So you can't. That's what we fight against.
Yeah.
Right. So we just got to keep finding ways to pour off into the young people, right, and pour off into each other, right, because we can talk about the young people, but look at the adults. We ain't no better than the young folks.
We
right?
really not.
We kind of like in the same predicament as it relates to finding ways to pour into each other, right? We got to pour into each other. That should be like a giving, right, for everybody, right? Like if my brother hurting, right, I got to try to help him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's just
we have to encourage each other too.
Because even like with me, remember, I don't know if I told you, I'm getting ready to do a play, and so I'm looking for talent. So my first initial was call people that I know that got talent. Well, that shit came to like a wall. You know what I'm saying? Constant calling folks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm one of those people. I ain't finna constantly blow your damn phone up, asking you to help or do something. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people tell you, call me back.
Yeah, right.
And then you call them back, they don't answer the phone, go to the voicemail, then you wait a while, they don't never call you back. And then, when they finally get in talk to you, they give you this old bullshit ass excuse.
Yeah.
I'm a good lawyer. I know when there's some bullshit. I be looking at that.
I don't use that line before.
I'm a good liar.
I be like, that ain't. I can lend you one. You know what I'm saying? But I be just like, man. So I got to that point instead of reaching out to folks that's already established and because they already feel like they know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to convince them or get them to change. So I was talking to Ms. Wooten yesterday about talent because she could sing. And I told her, I said, you know what? She said, what? I said, I'm tired of asking my family and friends and folks I know to come on jump board. I said, I'm going to have a talent show, and I'm going to pick from that talent. And so when they see us on the main screen, they can say, he did call me.
You gave him a chance.
Gave him an opportunity.
Yeah.
He did call me. He got on my nerves calling me. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, especially when I see a person that I know had a talent and they just fell somewhere or they just didn't know how to put it together. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, I probably can help you. Even with me, you see equipment all over the place. I make beats, track music, everything. My biggest thing is to go and get some of the old artists and refurbish them. You know what I'm saying? Put an album together with about 20 artists on it that was from the past.
Right.
That whole album will sell because you won't get tone deaf listening to one artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go get some, some old singers, some Patti LaBelle, some different artists and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And put it on. Come up with some duet songs, some love making songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all about making love. You know what I'm saying?
Do some Mad Hat.
Yeah. Some OJ, take one of the OJ dude and put on a track with one of these young ladies that can sing.
Right. That's why you can get Michelle, sisters that don't be having a problem pouring back into,
Michelle said right out the way. She said, "Okay."
Yeah, you're gonna get she all in when it comes to pouring back into the community, especially with the young people and whatnot, right? And even you remember Katrina Upshaw?
I called Katrina. I got to call her back. Core Wood said yeah.
Yeah, it's some people.
Chris Ford.
Yep. It's some people that's got talent, right? And like we gonna talk, bro.
Yeah, man.
I got some folk for you.
Yeah. See, what I do is
I got some folk got some.
Hold on. Y'all remember I got mad the other day? A couple weeks ago, and I kind of voiced out, I made a call out. So I was pissed off when my window got shot.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There go one of them people showed up from my past, from my hood, from my neighborhood, grew up with me. If I call him and say I got a problem, he gonna be like, shit. he ain't gonna want to, but he gonna come.
Can't let good people down. Never.
You know what I'm saying? And so I've been talking about it. I always talk about him and stuff like that. Tell people about him. I tell my lodge about him and stuff like that. Because he's a good, strong brother. There's some more brothers that I talk about. You know what I'm saying? That do what they supposed to do, handle their business. And I might even tell he'll put you in the mind of Cash.
Yeah.
Cash is on the show Thursday. Okay. And you and him kind of like the same kind of vibe, headstrong, handle your business. Then Cash pulled up in a Mercedes like yours, but you got the BMW. He got the Mercedes. Good people, strong people. Cash is always out there trying to improve. This is something he taught me recently because he been helping me buy land. And his biggest thing is when you go into the black neighborhood, what's your purpose on buying that land or that house or that in the neighborhood? Are you trying to buy it to sell it to get a profit, or are you trying to improve that neighborhood?
Right.
Should be improving the neighborhood.
That's what his thing is. Yeah. It's about proving that we ain't just trying to. You know how some people get houses just for a profit.
Right.
Get it, fix it up, sell it.
Sell it. Mm-hmm.
His thing is get it, fix it up, rent it out, make sure the tenants are doing what they supposed to do, but be involved more into the neighborhood.
Right.
And then that's when we get to talking about the village. That's when you start rebuilding the village again. You can't build a village when one of y'all stay out here in Germantown, one of y'all stay out here in Arlington, the other one stay in South Memphis, the other one stay in North Memphis. Are y'all putting it together? No, you putting it together where you live at.
Yep, you're right.
Your kids don't go to the hood school no more. They go to a good school. They might go to private school. Yeah. So instead of you graduate from BTW, you ain't been to BTW in over 10 years because your kids don't go there. Mm-hmm. You go where your kids go. You sponsor what your kids doing. You might think about, man, let me go by my school one time. Or one of your classmates call and say they going to a game, and you be like, oh, okay, well, I ain't been to a game in a while.
Right.
But you forget about it. You forget about your neighborhood. Just like I said, a lot of the athletes. How can you be the poorest dude in the hood, make it to a football player, and you forget where you came from? You don't never go back to that hood. You don't never put back nothing in that hood. You don't get nothing back to that school that got you your exposure to get to where you going.
Right. But see, that's learned behavior, right? And see, that's the stuff that you know that we got to find out how to uproot, right?
Right.
Because everything we was taught, right? And I would say 95% of the things that we was taught, right, growing up, especially, right, being a black person in this country, right, probably 90% of the things we was taught was just straight up wrong. Woo! Right, straight up wrong. Right, from the very first lesson, Christopher Columbus discovered America.
Wrong.
Wrong. Can't discover nothing when people here when you get there.
Living here.
Right.
Yep.
So, but the thing is so many factors and so many elements, and the conflict that we fighting now is that we don't want to relearn. We don't want to unlearn the things that that's been forced on us, right? Mm-hmm. Because the education, everything from the education all the way up to almost everything that goes on in this country, if we don't want to admit it, it's rooted in white supremacy or white privilege. We just some black folk just in a white man's country. Right? We don't want to face those factors though, right? Because this finna hurt some folk. A lot of people black on the outside, but on the inside, what's going on up here and in here, white is Lily Cotton.
Yes.
Right.
I know a couple of them.
A lot of us are white, just in a black body.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Why? Because of two things. Number one, we was born in a Europeanized society, right? And culturally, we don't know nothing about our heritage, our culture. You talk to a black person about Africa, they look at you like you're going crazy.
I ain't going back to Africa.
But why? Because with this Western civilization that we've been given and forced on us, see, we've been gutted. Black folk been gutted, like a fish, right? And been the guts that's been instilled in us and installed in us, white folk shit, right?
Yeah.
Can I say shit?
Yeah.
Okay, white folk shit, right? It ain't us, right? So let's just get all the way to the meat and the root of the issues. That's where it all started. We born and raised in a Europeanized, Western civilized culture that don't have nothing to do with our blackness. So that's where that's where all the problems start. Let's just call it what it is, right? Then we have to work our way back up from there, right? Everything, everything, right? So those are some of the things that the things that we don't address, right? Because we don't want to go back to those things. But those are the issues.
We won't play like it didn't happen.
Right. If you want to uproot, if you want to find like what and why a person, or people, a group of people like they are, right? Because we disenfranchise black folk. We just think we poppin'.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just think we got it going on. But up here and in here, we traumatized and destroyed. Right?
Real talk.
Up here and in here, in the heart and in the mind, we, as a group of people, I ain't just talking about poor people.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about poor black people. I'm talking about black people in America and black people that's been westernized and Europeanized. Okay? We destroyed here and we destroyed here. Right? So let's get to that's where the roots start. Right? So if you want to follow like the ordinance of fixing yourself, right? You got to start there. Right? So it ain't nothing a white person can tell me that I'm gonna believe in, without researching.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? If you said, okay, I heard you. I ain't gonna call you a lie, but I'm gonna do the research. Right? Now, if you black and you said, I'm still gonna research it because that's just what I do. Right? I'm not gonna take nobody's word for it. Right? But my point is this: everything that we've been given, it's been mostly lies. Right, all the way back to our ancestors, right? Ever since we set foot in this country, right? We are not, bruh. Go ahead, bro.
No, we
listen. I'm like, okay.
Everybody listening. Cause see, what you talking about, we need to hear.
Man,
cause there's a lot of folks in denial about it.
Most of us in denial about it.
In denial about it.
Because most of us are Europeanized. We just some white folk.
Yep.
Like we more sensitive to white folk issues and concerns than we is our own.
We get a little money. What we try to do? How we try to live?
We might like a white person. That's what we do.
Above our means.
Look,
above our means.
You see something from Africa. You see if you see a real African person's house,
right?
To go up in there, you feel like you're in a safari, or you back in Africa. That person is a millionaire.
I was looking at like they were showing the people over in Nigeria, and they were showing some of them houses. Man, you talking about
Nigerian are they in the top 10 richest in the world.
Got beautiful
homes. But look how poor that country is.
Yeah.
But you don't hear nothing about when you hear Africa, right? And it's just been how we've been indoctrinated to look at Africa. When you just think about it, what we learn about Africa in school. What did we learn about Africa in school? My bro, we went to a school called Booker T. Washington. Bro, I can't remember hardly nothing they taught us about Martin Luther King, Booker T. Washington, nothing. But you best believe we learned about Christopher Columbus.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Right? Now, my point for using that as an example is because we got to, at some particular point, right, we got to find a way to get all the way back to the basics. All the way back, right? When I said all the way back, I mean all the way back past slavery, right? Like okay, and walk our way up. We got to walk our way back up to fix here and to fix here. That's what we got to do, because being traumatized is a beast.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it
and
is.
we pass it on generation to generation, not knowing that, like, we destroying, like, and, we destroying like a whole nother generation of young folk, right?
Cause we bring it up. We never let them forget what happened a little bit. Like, don't you go over there.
Right.
Don't you try to learn. Don't you try to improve yourself. You gonna be a thug, and that's what they say you gonna be, or a prostitute, or a hoe, or something. You know what I'm saying? So you get that in your mind that I can't do or be, and if we as a people, we don't even encourage it. We put it down. Go on, that sit down. Leave that alone. Don't you ain't. You remember I said I want to go back to school for cater, chef, to be a chef. You remember how many people here told me, well, that was a stupid idea?
Dream killers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I called her. I was like, Auntie, man, folks, you know. She was just like, Joe, don't worry about that.
Don't let people steal your dream.
Dream killers, bro.
So, we have to encourage and promote, you know what I'm saying, good attitude, how to learn how to, like I said, I got 3 daughters and 5 grandkids. And then I got a sister, and she got kids. All them kids come to me. Each one of them. And they'll come to me about stuff they won't go to their own parents or whatever, because I keep it real with them.
Right.
I show them, I teach them. You want to learn something? Like, for instance, we went to BTW. BTW was designed as a vocational school to teach a trade, you know what I'm saying? When we first got there, we had auto mechanics, home ec, shoe repair, photography, cosmetology, everything that could teach you how to do something when you graduated.
Right.
A lot of that's gone.
It's gone.
These kids, you got to pay for extra something or something like that, and then you ask these 11 and 12 graders, when you graduate, what you gonna do? They said, I don't know. Because they don't have no
A whole
clue.
lot of them just barely passed, just barely got through school.
Well, the schools now said no kid left behind.
Yeah, right.
So you can't read, and you in the 11th, 12th grade can't sign your name. Long as we keep getting these funds for this school, because we got your social security number and we got to keep a body in this school, we'll keep the funds. We don't care if you learn or don't learn. That's up to your parents to teach you on where you need the direction to go. If your mama ain't coming up here to the PTA meeting and she don't care about you got a D and an F on your report card, we don't care either.
And that's what the problem. That's the problem. Right there.
So now you get these kids just going through the motion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't learned. Look at Can't Get Right. How old is he? 21, 22 years old? He can't even drive.
What you call him? Can't Get Right? Who was that?
Little young cat stay down the street.
Y'all call him Can't Get Right.
Well, I call him name. I won't say his name, but
See, somebody just gotta get him and pour into him.
We have,
right?
We tried.
And just keep.
We've been still. We ain't gave up on him.
You can't.
It's hereditary.
Yeah.
That's
a battle right there.
You can look from the grandfather to his daughter to now her kids. You can look and see the whole. Ooh, they all act like him, and that's a disturbing thing, because we come from the South. We got a lot of folks still coming from these old rural country little towns, and from these little shack houses, coming to the city now.
But you can break that cycle.
And they still have like that slave mentality. If they see a white person or something, they get quietish. You know what I'm saying? They drop their head.
Yeah.
Because, see, that's where they came from. They walk up with us. We talking loud, cussing and everything. He looking like, what is wrong with you? Yeah. Because they still have, I had an African tell me, he said, what Steph said? He said, y'all still, generation is gone, but y'all still have a slave mentality.
That's true.
He said, y'all still haven't let that slave, what they put in y'all, go. You keep bringing it up. You don't know what Steph said. You don't know where you came from, so you don't know who you really are.
Right.
How to stand up and represent yourself.
We don't care nothing about our heritage and culture. Most of us don't care nothing about that. Most of us, a lot of us, like anything related to Africa in the eyes of black people in America is almost non-existent in a lot of black people eyes in America, when that should be like, that's the motherland. That should be like your sole issue and concern when you're trying to find out who you are, right? That should be like the beginning of it, but we don't want to relate to it. Why? Because we're Europeanized. You know what I'm saying? We full of that Western culture, right?
Yeah. Rachel Nolan said, but we are always that positive light, the true hating heart's view, and you as the goody two-shoe. But if you are out here doing dumb stuff and you go to jail, plenty of people saying it and getting shirts made free Bobo. Our people so confused.
Yeah.
And she right. She right. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? Because if we as a people, if it's in our family, we'll look down on the ground like, hey, well, long as he, you know what I'm saying? You know, as long as it ain't hurting me or my, you know. Yeah. But Stella telling, hey, son, you're going the wrong direction.
Right.
And what direction you go ain't finna be a good outcome. Let's try something. Let me get involved with you now. See if me and you can come up with a project or something, a way you can hustle, make money on a different way. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We as go and get your hustle on, and I'll wait till I get that phone call late in the night and I be screaming my baby.
Well, that's what poverty gives us, right? Mm-hmm. And those things are all that stuff like that mindset. Those reactions are rooted in poverty. If we ain't got money, what you think? If we got a son getting money in the streets and bills do everything behind, and we got a son getting money,
take it. You gonna take it.
In most cases, a parent, it's a few parents, like my stepdad, he was like, look, you got to get away around here with that. See? You know what I'm saying? But my mama, like, I slide it to my mama. She take it.
Yep.
Right? Why? Because they ain't got nothing. So it's just a cycle, right? Mm-hmm. And let me show you this right here. I went to probably been about 6-7 years ago now. I used to go up there to BTW and I ask them like, what y'all need? What can we do? I got a group of guys. Got a group of guys like, well, what we need to do, right? You know what they said? They didn't say they need no money. They didn't say they needed, you know what they said they needed? Mentors. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mentors.
You told me.
They need people who know what's going on out here. Adults that got some sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
To get these young kids that's growing up. When you leave Booker T. Washington High School, you walk into a war zone.
Yep. We all do.
You walk out of that school. When we went to school, you walk. Before they tore the projects down, when you walk out of that school, you walking into a war zone, right? Yeah. So you got kids, right, that need some outside influence, right? Mm-hmm. So they said mentors, give us mentors. So I said mentors, okay. So I saw the vision. If you give an established adult with some sense, right, a child when they in the 9th grade. Mm-hmm. That they can call and talk to. You ain't got to give a kid money, buy them. You ain't got just talk to them, right? Talk to them. Just give them to, and they stay with them from the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, or whenever they get with them. Mm-hmm. If a child that don't see nothing but illegal activity, gangs, drugs, if a child got that outlet, you know what that gives a young person? That gives them a whole nother mentality, a whole nother opportunity, a whole nother self-sufficient person saying that I got somebody I can trust and depend on.
I can call.
Right.
I call OG.
Mm-hmm. But we don't. I mean, we don't have those outlets.
We don't put ourselves out there to make it available. We are not available right now. You can't call me right now. I'm tired. I got emotional problems myself. I'm dealing with my baby mama. I'm dealing with my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. I ain't got time for you. And that kid is standing there looking like, well, there's another person that got time for me.
True.
You know what I'm saying? They drop their head. Little Pookie come along like, man, shit, we can get that guap though. I like you. He gonna be like, fuck it.
What you think a kid gonna do?
Say, fuck it, let's ride.
If you ain't got $1, your mama complaining about bills need to be paid. You ain't got $1 nowhere. Your mama ain't got no $. The daddy probably in jail or gone. And one of your little homies come and say, hey, let's go down here. We go down here and get $600, $700, $800. What you think he gonna do?
He gonna go.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And we don't see it. We complain and like that. You know, like I said, with this talent show, going to different community centers in the city every month, they give the kids a chance to say, what community center are they going this month? Mm-hmm. I got 2 months to practice on my rhymes. I got 2 months to practice on my dance. Oh, I play an instrument. Hey, you know what? This technology now is I make beats and tracks. I'm finna show my skills that I can, and then look at what that offers that person. Somebody might notice it or her. You know what I'm saying? We got stuff we doing, or we just kind of promote it. I got a radio station. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we promoting stuff for these kids. We're going to start really on the radio station at a certain time. We're going to be pushing that. Because I want these kids to get involved. You know what I'm saying? Adults, like I said, I talk about on the show, like I said, adults messed up the holidays. You know what I'm saying? Because we so political that, damn Santa Claus. Ain't no Easter Bunny, ain't no Halloween, it's the devil. Kids have no clue about all that stuff. When them holidays come up, it's about getting together, having fun, partying with their friends.
Yeah.
They don't have no clue about the political stuff that we put over it. See, because I ain't had no good Christmas, because my mama was poor and I ain't never get no Christmas. Well, since I got money now, I ain't going to celebrate Christmas with my kid because I know there ain't no sister, ain't no Santa Claus. Santa Claus is you. You are the Santa Claus. You the one. See, folks, they get so, like what you said, in their head, it's all scrambled up. Mm-hmm. And some stuff they can't reason with or they can't, you know what I'm saying, put it together. If you don't want to put in your kids, why the hell have them? Nobody making you lay down, open your legs, or pull your thing out.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Then when you get them, you don't want them. Or you get some parents, they get their kids, and they, like Coco always say, they want to put the kids over on
grandmom.
Over on the shelf, like it's a little toy or something, and then they come back and get it in a couple weeks.
That's what I'm saying. They'll drop them off at their mama house, and grandmama end up taking care of them.
I hear a lot of folks, I don't have no time for myself. I can't do nothing. Somebody tell you keep making love to have these kids. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get mad at everybody else because you couldn't control yourself. That's all it is about control yourself. There's a lot of times I could have pulled my thing out and stuck it into somebody. I ain't had to have a condom on that. I could have 30 kids walking around here. But I chose not to. Because I chose, like, if I do, there's more time I got to spread to myself to train somebody else too now. Because every time I bring something in, that's part of me.
Part of you. Yeah.
I got okay. You get a little puppies. The first 6 weeks is on you. After them 6 weeks, you calling folks trying to get rid of them puppies because they eating up stuff, they tearing up stuff, and they don't start fighting.
You right.
So that's how we got to keep it like that. We got to teach each other. We got to love each other. We got to start building the village again. You know what I'm saying? And stop being so.
Our young people really need some guidance.
We got a lot of what they said is Cain and Abel. We got a lot of Cain still left.
Yep.
Cain didn't want to go out there in the field and pick and put up and for a rainy day and help. He wanted to sit back, get some shit that he picked up off the ground and say, "Hey, shit, here you go, George." You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all I got, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of us like that.
We got it. We just don't want to share it.
Oh,
we don't want to share it.
I ain't got time. I don't want to see you come up. I don't want to see you do better than me. Just don't know. If you help me, I suppose to what?
I'm going to help you.
Okay. That's how it's supposed to work, ain't it?
Each one teach one.
I'm just asking. If you help me, do I supposed to help you?
Yeah.
If you let me stand on your shoulders to get up out this barrel like crabs, do I not supposed to reach my hand back down there and pull you on out, or be smart enough and stand on the edge of the bucket and tip it over and let all y'all ass out?
See,
I'm trying to let all y'all out. I don't care about just myself. I got out. Right. I want y'all out too, so we all can have fun.
You're right.
I can't have no fun by myself. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if you do drink or smoke or something like that. It ain't no fun getting fucked up by yourself.
People do though.
You kind of want somebody with you.
Joe, you need to get this Rachel Nolan later on the show.
Well, Rachel want to come on? Rachel Nolan, Steph said you might need to be a guest. You got a lot of stuff you need to talk about.
Yeah, she need to get.
You know her?
I don't know. I'm just looking at her comment.
Okay, I don't know if Rachel. We're gonna need you to give us our contact or call us or something. We got the number posted up on the top of the screen right there. You can call in. Let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You get Sugar Ray had mentioned something too about coming on. Sugar Ray is a guy that grew up in Lemoyne Gardens.
Yep, and went to Hamilton.
So Sugar Ray kind of like got the best of both worlds. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He grew up right in the thick of it, right? But he had some exposure. Because you know, back in the day, we used to talk about him. I still do today. Hamilton ain't really even South Memphis to me.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all.
But they heard him too, though.
But now, right? But back then, Hamilton was almost like the suburbs.
Yeah,
if you went
people stayed there.
Right, if you went to Hamilton back in the days,
your mom and dad stayed at the house.
You were considered middle class.
Yeah,
right?
you had a little money.
Right.
Yeah.
So Sugar Ray went to Hamilton around back in the era when, you know, it still was kind of like a middle class, kind of like suburban type of feel, right? But he grew up in the projects.
See, I thought Sugar Ray was like one of them preppy dudes.
That's what I'm saying, because he went to Hamilton.
Yeah, he dressed real nice. Right. I'm from the hood. My mom, she might buy my stuff for Big Star.
Oh my God.
You know them little books that you had to put them little stamps and fill a little stamp.
Yeah, they get stuff.
Yeah, my mom buying my clothes with that.
Man, my mama bought me some shoes from a grocery store one time.
Big Star.
Right?
Big Star.
You remember Safeway?
Yeah.
Man, I was in a Mayday program, man. I couldn't even stop running, man.
Hey, buddies. Remember buddies?
Yeah. Before the buddies.
Kent, I used to wear those Kent
pants,
top dollar shoes, little white tennis shoes.
Tuskegee pants. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now look at me. I don't give a damn. Give me some Tuskegee or some Wrangler jeans.
Right.
I wear the color. Look, you'll be like, Joe, man, you need
right.
up pair of Wranglers, don't you?
Right. Cause you know that come with maturity. The older you get, you ain't thinking about being fresh and clean.
No.
You thinking about how many zeros you got in your bank account.
Yeah, or do this feel comfortable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put no shoes on there. I'm trying to look good, and these ain't got my damn feet hurting.
I'm telling you.
I'm walking like tenderfoot.
Have some pants on you can't breathe in.
Yeah.
They so tight.
So check this out, y'all. We got to get ready to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Our time is up. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all listening and tuning in, giving us y'all input on that. Like Steph said, we're going to have to get Rachel in on the show, man. She got a lot of stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We always trying to hear and promote, you know, let folks see what's going on in the world. You know, just like sitting at the kitchen table. We, you know, I usually have something to eat, but
yeah, I'm hungry, bro.
Yeah, I ran out of food. I'm waiting on my EBT card to hit.
You gonna work me? How you gonna work me and I ain't
fed? I know. You gonna have some snacks up here?
Yeah,
hors d'oeuvres or something.
Hold on, I'm gonna say Coco store with the EBT card.
Get some snacks.
Yeah, so I'm glad Step came by, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you coming in Georgia.
I hope that, man, you can really get down. Well, I know we are on a bunch of little projects.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? A bunch of projects.
Y'all can count me in on those mentors, especially for the young ladies.
Yeah. We gonna. That's why I said we want the kids in the city when they see one of us.
Yeah.
They come to us. Like, hey, that go OG right there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me go holler real quick. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to do nothing but say what's up, give him some dab, and be just like, man, everything good with you. His friends looking like he do know him.
Mm.
He got props now.
You'd be surprised how much they help young kids.
Yeah.
It encouraged them to want to go on.
About it for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
When they get grown, they still come by and see you and come check it. He grown, man, bring his kid, grandkid. Man, I want you to go by and see my OG, man. When I was in school and stuff like that, he had time for if he ain't doing, but listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got in the military or college, I would call and check in with him, let him know, my OG, I'm doing good, man. OG, I'm finna get married. You know, for us dudes like that, we be like, for real? When you go? You know, or he come and say, hey, OG, my girl pregnant, I'm finna be a daddy. And you look in his face that he gonna be really take care of his kid. Right. You happy for him.
Good father. Right.
You be like, man, be a good dad. You give him good inspiration. You be the godfather, however it may be. But you happy for him. But like I said, we got to get ready to get out of here, baby. We'll be here tomorrow afternoon, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
We got guests in tomorrow, too, man. We actually booked up, I think, for the next 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. I've been working. I got to get this to grow. It's growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got the land. I got the to put the production company out there like Tyler Perry. I want to do these movies. I already called the schools and asked them, can I use their auditorium to do the plays? They said yes. I just need the people now. You know what I'm saying? That's serious about acting and can sing. Because I want to be like Tyler Perry. I want them to be able to be acting and then sing and stuff. I can't sing, but I can do other things. You know what I'm saying? So, Rachel said yes. Truly want that firm foot with the understanding mouth of good heart, giving them words of wisdom. Like I said, we get you to come in, Rachel. You know what I'm saying? Get on the show with us. You know what I'm saying? Give me a call after the show. See if we can set that up with you. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm kind of 4 weeks out right now. So give me a call so I can get you on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? We 4 weeks out.
We can probably like put it out in case somebody cancel.
Yeah. Oh, you can be an assistant guest. We can have a bunch of people. I get up and let you talk. You know what I'm saying? We want people to hear what you got to say. So she said count her in and give me a call and we're going to put you on the schedule, baby. So we got to get ready to get out of here. Step, you going to come back and see us again, baby?
Bro, you know I'm going to call away at all times. Whatever you need from me, I'm always a caller. I know how you function. I know how you think.
This is what we're going to do.
It always depend on me.
We're going to get South Memphis table next time. Me and you, Sugar Ray.
Get Brian, too. Brian.
Yeah, Brian. Couple other folks. I talked to Brian, too.
Yeah.
He said just call, let him know. Couple other people. Vic.
Yeah, Vic Lightning.
Yeah, I want Vic on there, too. I talked to Vic. Vic said he'd come, too.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a set. We'll do it 2 or 3 times because once we start, other folk will be like, damn, they invite me?
Yeah.
So we'll keep it going.
Yeah, the round table discussion.
Yeah, we're going to keep it going. The more brothers we get to sit at the table, the more things we can accomplish.
Right.
Yeah.
We can start putting our heads together and we can make South Memphis look nice to get some folks, some young kids that like to paint and stuff, right there at the school where the bridge at and stuff.
Right.
Paint all that stuff up.
Yeah.
Fix all that stuff, make it look nice around the school, on the backside of the school and stuff, or the stadium. Have them kids come out there and fix all that stuff up. They like to draw and paint anyway.
Right.
I'm going to go buy some paint, let y'all paint.
Right, right. Mm-hmm. And I want to say one thing, bro.
Okay.
Hey, look, all of us, let's stop dogging each other.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
It serves no purpose at all because all of us got some deep-rooted things going on, some deep-rooted issues. Mm-hmm. I got a habit of going at bootleg preachers and politicians who ain't serving the community right. Mm-hmm. That's been like my cry forever, right?
Yeah.
And here I am saying let's stop dogging each other. Why I make it a habit of talking about bootleg preachers? Why? You know why? Because black folk love religion. Mm-hmm. Black folk love Jesus.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But you got a preacher that's undeserving. Black people gonna fall in love. We love our leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We love our leaders. So when you got a leader that's not worthy or that's not righteous, that's the beginning of a whole lot of people finna get ready to take a fall.
Yep.
They
right.
follow
mislead
him.
it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they
follow
mislead
him.
Mm-hmm.
If a sheep herder know the den down there got a bunch of lions and wolves all around that mountain, and he knows that, why would he lead his sheep down there?
Right.
Knowing what's gonna happen. What Martin Luther King said at the end. I feared I had led my people into a burning building. Mm-hmm. Damn it, man. This building's on fire now. I brought all these folks up in here. Yep. And I did this. I brought them. They were following me.
Yeah. One of my favorite Martin Luther King quotes is that he said, "The shallow-minded Negro that can't see past his nose is the worst stumbling block in the way of the race." Ooh, Martin Luther King said this. Sound like Malcolm X said this, didn't it? Am I right or wrong?
Right.
He said the shallow-minded Negro that can't see past his nose is the worst stumbling block in the way of the race today. We got too many shallow-minded Negroes out here, right? Mm-hmm. They can't see past their nose because a lot of them ain't thinking about nothing but they pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them sell out. Politicians and folks sell out at the drop of a dime, bro.
That money talk.
Why? Money. What? Money talk. If you ain't, if bruh, people are sell they soul. Most people are sell they soul for a couple of dollars at the drop of a hat. Most people will.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Most people are sell out anything and anybody. All you gotta do is put a number on it.
Put a number on it.
Look how long we got. How we got enslaved, and look how long we stayed
our own
enslaved.
folks soul is out.
They said, "Hey, Boom Taco, I'm scared to get off this shit. 'Cause I don't know what them dudes with them little spears will do. You get off and go befriend them, and then you lure them back, and we gonna set a trap for them when you go deep and go get some of them.
Right.
And look at us now. We still doing it. But anyway, y'all, we gotta get out. we gotta get out of here.
We can talk about this a little bit longer, but we gotta go. Yeah.
Step he don't got a taste of this now.
Yeah.
He'll be back now. He got a bunch of stuff. Most stuff. He finna go and think on next time he come, what he gonna say.
Yeah. I ain't. Man, I mean, I've been studying and I'm a bookworm.
I know.
I'm a devout bookworm. So most of the stuff I talk about, I've been reading and dissecting for over 20 years, and so it's already in here. Right, so I don't need to go and study. I already got it. It's with me everywhere I go, right? So it's about just taking your platform and using it to for some exposure, to put it out there.
Right.
So like I said, man, you after we get off of air, we got a bunch of projects we gonna draw up.
Yeah.
And we gonna bring some more of our family and friends in, and we gonna set this off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because our folks need this. And I feel like there's a lot of people, even Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray done told me a bunch of times. I thought he was checking the first time he got me. He said, "You like our Bobby OJ."
Bobby OJ.
Yeah, and I was like, "You checking?"
You're right. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
when I sit back and talk, I was like, "Ooh, that's a good thing."
Media is more powerful than you know how powerful media is? Oh my Lord. Man.
And so
you're doing the right thing.
And like I got so much other stuff that I want to do. I just needed help or somebody like yourself and say, "Come on, Joe, let's like
I got some folk.
What's it called was doing Justin Timberlake was at Stax Museum.
Yeah.
I should have been there while they was doing it, getting footage. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I need to know what's going on so I can
already be on the scene.
Yeah, because see, that was Stax. That's right behind the Moore on South. Where I walked that street so many days. I was like, "Ooh, I'm supposed to been there."
Right.
Like I'm doing a documentary right now, and me and her and us, we've been driving around the city getting pictures of old stuff, that's still standing. And then we're gonna show pictures and do a documentary with somebody. Show pictures and do a documentary with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might be in there talking. You know what I'm saying? But I want people to see where I came from in my city and where it went, where it's going, and hope that we can improve it. You know what I'm saying? I got pictures like all the skating rings, all the old driving, even the one that used to be up on Lamar.
Right.
Really? Did you get that?
Skating ring.
It's a hotel. That's the hotel right there. That used to be the drive-in.
On Lamar?
Lamar, right, going toward the expressway.
Right there, Lamar, where Elvis Presley, right there past Hamilton. As soon as you pass Hamilton, it's a hotel right there.
Yeah, to the left.
That used to be the drive-in.
Oh, okay.
That used to be the drive-in right there.
You remember Hippodrome skating ring? Remember Hippodrome?
Where was it?
Right there on the bid, right by the commercial pier. Hippodrome. That was back when I was little.
Is it a building still there, or? Oh, you think can we Google it and
probably Southside skating ring?
I remember Southside. Yeah, I remember Southside.
You remember that, Joe?
You remember Southside?
I was young though, so
see,
you're a couple years younger than me, Joe.
The only ones I went to was Crystal Palace and the one over off of Summer. You go to one of Summer, they still got the big skate sign still sitting there, but the skate ring going. It's a sheet metal
place. See, I was real young going because I used to go with my uncles.
See,
I was like 13, 14, 15.
So I was doing skate. Man, you saying, "How old are you?" I'm 50.
You 50? I thought you were 2-3 years younger than me.
Because I wasn't smart. Nah, I'm gonna graduate with you.
Yeah, you came out a couple years behind. I came out in '87.
Yeah, I came in '88, I think.
Yeah. '88?
Yeah. Cause they held me back for my birthday.
Oh, okay.
You
And then
held yourself back.
Then my mom, cause she was moving back and forth when we moved to Chicago, and then we moved back with them days and stuff like that.
I had Tara in '88. Yeah, I guess you still in high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, I had the wash booth.
That's right, cause I used to bring her over to your mama's house. Yeah.
I got to watch her. Had my little girlfriend in the room, boo, cussing. What this be?
And that baby looked just like her.
Ooh,
that little baby looked just like her.
But so, like I said, me and Steph gonna get together, man. We got a bunch of little projects and stuff like that. And then he don't know all the stuff that I do yet. So when he get out, I'll show him about the editing and graphic and commercials and all that, where I'm at with that all stuff. See, when he see what I'm doing all that, he gonna be just like, ooh wee.
Man.
Okay, well y'all, we got to get out of here, baby. We'll see y'all tomorrow afternoon.
Have a good one.
That was good, Joe.